mighty name we pray.
Amen.
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 If you are happy, shout a big amen.
Amen.
The topic of our message today is the temple of the living God. Amen.
Amen.
Our topic today is the temple of God. Praise the living God.
Amen.
I want you to understand that I and you, we are being made in the image of the living God for a purpose, for we to serve as the temple of the living God. As we are living, God has intended to make us His holy temple that is on earth here. Praise the living God.
Amen.
And in the temple of God, there is perfection of holiness. There is perfection of blessings. There is perfection of health and healing. There is perfection of goodies from the heavenly places. Praise the living God.
Amen.
If you have your Bible, please turn with me to the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 16. 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 16, I read. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in thee? Praise the living God.
Amen.
And our brother Paul keep reminding I and you that we are the temple of the living God, and the Spirit of God dwells in this temple. Because the Spirit of the living God dwells in this temple, we need to keep this temple in order, so that God will continue with that communionship that He was having with man from the beginning. Praise the living God. Amen. And verse 17 says, if any man defies the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. Praise the living God. Amen. And he proceeds to tell I and you, if any man or any woman should defy the temple of the living God, that person God will surely destroy. Because we are the temple of the living God, and the expectation of God from I and you is to be holy in whatsoever we are doing. According to the book of Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 20 says, and the Lord says, you are the holy acts of battle of the Most High God, to destroy evil nations, to destroy evil powers, to pull down powers and principalities. Praise the living God. Therefore, it is important for us again today in this generation, as Paul reminded the people of Corinthians in their generation, that it is important for them to understand keeping the holy house of God to be holy, which is your inner heart. Praise the living God. As a child of God, you need to live a holy life. You need to live a clean life, so that you shall have communion with the living God at the last day. Amen? Amen. If you don't mind, please continue with me. Let us see the commandment that God gave to Moses directly unto his people. Open with me, please, to the book of Leviticus, chapter 11. I'm reading from verse 45. Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 45 says, For I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt, to be your God. You shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. Praise the living God. And when God was giving instruction to Moses, He commanded Moses and said to my people, I am the God that has bring you people up out of the land of Egypt. Because I have bring you people out of the land of Egypt, you need to keep yourselves holy. Because our living God is holy. Praise the living God. Why most prayers are not answered is because we are not holy. We are not keeping ourselves holy. Our living place, we are not keeping it holy. Praise the living God. When we proceed with our message for today, I will let you understand why we are failing, why our prayers are not being heard, why the demonic kingdoms are overcoming us spiritually. Praise the living God. It is not the plan of God that the occultic world will overcome you as a child of God. Forces of witches and wizards, the power in witches and wizards can never be compared to the power in the living God. But because that we are not keeping ourselves holy, which is the temple of the living God, and the Spirit of God have departed, and we are now empty, and the forces of darkness now came and start humiliating us in so many ways. Praise the living God. If you don't mind, I want you to understand today that this holiness did not end up with Moses and the children of Israel. If you still have your Bible, please turn with me to the book of 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 1. I'm reading from verse 16. 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 16 says, Because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy. Praise the living God. I want most of us to understand today. So many people say that this law was given to Moses, and after them, the commandments and law of God were abolished. That is heresy. That is false teaching. That teaching is not from the power of the Holy Spirit. After the days of Moses, that was before Christ. And when now Christ came, and after Christ, and Peter continued, and he wrote and said, since your heavenly Father is holy, therefore be holy, you child of God, because with holiness, the power of God can come into you. Why we are lacking the power of the Most High God in this generation, and we keep on going into occultism, is because we refuse to keep ourselves holy. The leaders of churches refuse to keep themselves holy, and the members of churches refuse to keep themselves holy, and the power of God now departed, and we are now carnal. There is no power in us anymore. There is no protection anymore in the people of God, and the occultic kingdom starts oppressing us spiritually. Praise the living God. After the death of Christ, and St. Peter said unto the people of God, for this power to be in you, for you to be a true child of God, you need to keep yourself holy. Since you are God who has made you in his image, he is a holy God. Remember that the scripture said, God made us in his image, because that God is holy. What he has created in I and you is perfection of holiness. And he says you must be holy. If truly you want to be a child of God, if truly you want to walk with God, if truly you want to go into the kingdom of God, if truly you can overcome the occultic world, you must be holy. And once you are holy, the power of the Most High God will come into you. When Christ departed, his apostles, they have that power because of holiness. Peter was holy, and that power came into him, and he started preaching, and he established this religion that we continue with today, which we call Christianity. Praise the living God. And all the apostles of Christ, they continue with this holiness, and all of them, they condemn the acts of defilement, because what the scripture says in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 17, he says, who defies that holiness in him, that person God will destroy. You are not owing yourself, but the God who has made you in his image is who is owing you. And because he owns you, he sent forth his son to come and die for your sake, and to redeem you, and to make you to continue being his property. You are the property of the Most High God. Don't think that you own yourself. And he says for this reason, you must be holy. Praise the living God. Amen. We have to pinpoint few acts of this defilement as we proceed. But before we do that, please come with me to the book of 1 Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. I'm reading from verse 7. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 7. And it says, for God hath not called us unto uncleanness, but unto holiness. Praise the living God. And the scripture says, for this living God did not call I and you for defilement, for uncleanness, for pollution. That is not why God called us. But the scripture says, God hath called us for perfection of this holiness. As a child of God, your conduct must be a conduct of holiness. Your inward life must be a life of holiness. Your outward life must be a life of holiness. Praise the living God. Amen. If truly you want to continue with the communionship of God, you must be holy in all aspects of your life. Praise the living God. And when St. Paul was writing to the Thessalonians, and he said unto them, we are not called unto this faith for uncleanness, for defilement, for evil conduct, but we are called for perfection of holiness. Praise the living God. If you don't mind, turn with me to our Bible text for the day. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6. 1 Corinthians chapter 6. I'm reading from verse 13. And he says, meat for the belly, and the belly for meat. But God shall destroy both it and them. Now the body is not for fornication, but for the Lord, and the Lord for body. Praise the living God. Amen. That's St. Paul that so many preachers has misinterpreted his messages. He's writing to I and you, and he says, Our body is meant for the living God. This body is not meant for fornication. When the scripture called it uncleanness in the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 7, he says, God has not called us for uncleanness. God has not called I and you for defilement. But he said what God has called for I and you is for perfection of holiness. And in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 13 it says, your body is not meant for fornication. Your body is not meant for adultery. Are you a fornicator? Are you an adulterer? Remember that your body is not meant for such a thing. But your body is meant for the cleanness and holiness of perfection of the Most High God. For you to be like that God who has made you in his image. Praise the living God. Amen. Don't be offended about the message of the Most High God. This message is for me as well. This message is for you. If not for this message, maybe for now I would have joined others and continue doing what they are doing. But because of this message, it has helped me and comforted me to continue with righteous way. Praise the living God. Amen. And the scripture says, this your body is not made for fornication. Are you a child of God listening here? This body is not made for fornication. Because of this our fornication, the Spirit of God departed. The angels of protection departed. And when we are being attacked in the occultic world, we start falling sick. We start falling victim of what we are not supposed to be victim to. Praise the living God. I want you to understand how Satan has been fighting I and you. When Satan brings us down spiritually through this fornication, and every forces of the attack of the enemy will be effective on you. When you keep yourself holy, no matter the occultic temple where they take your name to, it will never work. When they are invoking and enchanting against you, it will never prosper. When they are trying to invoke out your spirit will never appear, because the holiness is in you and the power of the Most High God is protecting you. This is why adultery and fornication is one of the most dangerous sin that we ever commit. And the scripture said, this is not sin against God, but you are sinning against yourself. When they invoke you out in their spiritual rings, they destroy all your efforts. All you have been struggling. I told you some people have been here for so many years without any result and positive outcome of their struggling. Because spiritually, when they invoke you up in their occultic temples, in their occultic shrines, upon their occultic altars, they will destroy all your endeavors, all your hard working. They will destroy it spiritually, and they will inflict sickness on you. You start being sick. Praise the living God. This is why it is important for you to come out of this fornication, which you have destroyed your relationship with God, and you have destroyed your hard working in this land. Praise the living God. Amen. The sudden death that we see and we keep seeing, some of these deaths are not natural deaths, but your enemies have invoked and strike you spiritually and take away your life. Praise the living God. Because you lack that holiness in you. Amen. Amen. If you don't mind, let's continue with verse 15. And verse 15 says, know ye not that your bodies are the members of Christ? Shall I then take the member of Christ and make them the members of an harlot? God forbid. Praise the living God. And St. Paul continued talking to I and you, and he said, don't you know that you as a child of God, who have been purchased with the precious blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, that now you are a member of that body of Christ? You are now living in Christ, and Christ is in you. And he says, how then will I and you that have been purchased by the blood of Christ, how should we now then deny Christ and go to a harlot? Praise the living God. And when you attach yourself to a harlot, the Spirit of God will depart. Praise the living God. This message today is a mysterious message. It's a message that will help you if you can understand it. Don't understand it carnally. Don't think I'm accusing any man or any woman. But I want you to follow it spiritually, so that at the end of this message, you will understand what God is trying to do in your life. And verse 16 says, but know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot is one body? For two, says he, shall be one flesh. Praise the living God. Yeah. Let me now come to the way it affected I and you. You see some of the young brothers that are very successful. And your destiny, in your destiny, God has destined you to be a successful man as you are living on earth here. But that day that you went to that woman that you are not married to, that woman might be possessed with so many demons, with the spirit of poverty, with the spirit of sickness, with the spirit of ill luck, with the spirit of hard luck, with the spirit of failure. That is what that woman is having. Praise the living God. And you now take your good luck, you go to that woman, and you get find out your destiny that God has prepared for you before you come to earth. And as soon as you go into that woman, and the scripture says, don't you know that two shall become one? Remember from the book of Genesis chapter 2 verse 24. And God said, for this reason, a man shall leave his own people, and a woman shall leave her own people, and both of them shall come together, and they shall become one. They are no longer two. Praise the living God. As you go to a prostitute, only you has went into her, you become of one communion with her in the spiritual rings. She will destroy your future. Those your good destiny shall be destroyed. All that you are putting your hand upon it shall be destroyed. Likewise, you a woman that goes to an occultic man. What do you think that occultic man is having that is of good for you? He has nothing of good for you. Because this occultic man in the spiritual rings is an agent of darkness. And once he lies on you, he will destroy all your future. The blessings of God in your life shall be tarnished because of his occultism and the spiritual background of that man. Praise the living God. Amen. This is why it is important for a child of God to live a clean life. Even when they are struggling to take away your life and you are holy, they cannot take away your life. Some of the women have spirits of death, and once you go to them, and your life shall be taken away instantly, because they are agents of darkness on a special mission. This is why it is important for you to think twice and reflect as you are living on earth and anything you are doing as a Christian. Just look at some wonderful families that shall be filled with success and blessings and favor of the Most High God. As soon as that man went out and got to that prostitute who is agent of darkness, all the success of that family shall be destroyed. You shall start acknowledging hardship in that family. You shall start acknowledging failures in that family. And the Lord is talking to us through his holy apostles and says, inasmuch as you want to be a child of God, keep yourself holy and flee from this evil spirit of fornication. When you go to the book of Revelation, and God decided to send down his angels to come and see that land that they call Babylon. And from the book of Genesis, Revelation chapter 17, they said this woman, she have destroyed the kings of the earth. She have destroyed the holy children of God. Some of the men of God, truly they are called from beginning. But because they are not prayerful, this spirit now has destroyed them. And the scripture says, that woman has destroyed these holy men of God. And in chapter 18, verse 4 and 5, God sent another angel and said, call my people to come out of her. There is no blessings in that demonic spirit. Praise the living God. The sin of that land called Babylon was what went to God, and God decided to destroy that city called Babylon. And today, according to that book of Revelation chapter 18, the angel said, never again shall Babylon be found upon this earth. And today we have no place that they call Babylon, because of this sin of fornication. Now going back to the book of Genesis chapter 19, where the people of Sodom, they continue with such sin. And God decided to descend and destroy them for that reason. Praise the living God. Amen. I want you as a child of God, if we are not facing the reality why we are not blessed, or why we are falling victim, the problem will continue. But when we face the reality, God may help those that wants to come out of that way and start blessing them. Praise the living God. Amen. And if you don't mind, let's go to verse 19 and 20. Verse 19 says, but know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost, which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not of your own. And verse 20 said, for ye are bought with a price. Therefore glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are of God's. Praise the living God. And he says, since you are no longer owing yourself, you have been purchased and redeemed by the blood of Jesus Christ. Christ is owing I and you. As we say we are Christians, he said, why not to start living in accordance with the commandments of God, in accordance with that holiness, so that the living spirits of God will come into us and come into you and start living and start surviving you from what you are passing through. Praise the living God. Amen. If you don't mind, let us go to few of the ways that we are defining the holy house of the Most High God. As I keep telling you people, earlier I told you in one of my messages, which we entitled the signs of end time, that time shall come, we shall see some false prophets that will try to change the commandments of God. With so many churches today, they have changed the commandments of God. But I want you to understand that God's commandments have not been changed. The commandments of God are faith. And he says, forever and ever it will remain. No power can ever change it. So anyone that is changing it is among those that Christ have classified as the false prophets or the false pastors. If you don't mind, please, and you are having your Bible, turn with me to the book of Leviticus again. Leviticus chapter 20. I'm reading from verse 10. And verse 10 says, and the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Praise the living God. One of the things that is destroying Christianity today, when you go to some churches, married women are not safe. And why I keep on trying to study why are they cherishing married women? They said because, I heard from them, they said because married women are married already and they are having children already. They don't want to have children, they can consider that sin. That was why some of the leaders of churches keep on chasing married women. Praise the living God. But what God commanded to the greatest pastor that have ever lived, he commanded Moses and said, from verse 1 of this Leviticus chapter 20, what he says, and the Lord said unto Moses, give this commandments to my people, that any man or any woman, he does not say that certain people are entitled to this sin. But no matter whosoever you are, and you commit this sin of adultery, he says such person shall be put to death. Are you a man chasing a married woman? That man must be put to death. And the woman that accepted as well must be put to death. Praise the living God. Amen. I want to give you some tips on how we define the temple of God. Why God have run away from we and the churches of Christ on earth today. And if you don't mind, please, a brother asked a question some time ago, but I'm using this opportunity to answer this question. If you don't mind, verse 13 of the same Leviticus chapter 20, and verse 13 says, if a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Praise the living God. Now we are talking about homosexualism. We talk about the gays. We talk about the lesbians. There are some churches are wedding gays together. Some churches wed man and man. And some churches wed woman to woman. And what the Lord speaks unto Moses is this. He says, any man that lies with a man of his type, it is an abomination. It is not a simple sin. That both of them shall be put to death. Praise the living God. But today you see how churches have transformed. Because Satan has taken place in the churches of Christ. And some of them says we are living on free world. That we have the right of free will decision. But mind you that the commandments of God are not changed. And this commandment shall stand before I and you at the last day. And to those that are homosexuals, that are sleeping with same sex, and the scripture says, such people shall be put to death. And mind you, those people that are doing it spiritually, God has putting them to death. They are no more existing and living normally again. If you're a woman to a woman, there is no reason to give to God. This is what the scripture calls abomination. Praise the the living God.
Amen.
And if you don't mind, let's continue to verse 27 of the same Leviticus chapter 20. And verse 27 says, a man also, or woman that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them. Amen?
Amen.
And God proceeded to command I and you, those that are claiming that we are Christians. He said that man that is a wizard, or that woman that is a witch, and the scripture said, or having a familiar spirit, are you a magician? Are you a sorcerer? Are you using your occultic powers to attack the people of God? Even not attacking anybody, but you are indulged in such practices. What God said, such people shall be put to death. So no matter anyone that you are doing among these things, these are the things that are taking away the Spirit of the living God from us. While we are failing, that is what I want to recall unto you, I and yourself, so that we will come out of it. If you are a magician, if you are a wizard, I'm not condemning you, but I'm telling you what the scripture says, what God has said already. And remember that this Old Testament did not wave it away. Remember in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 9, St. Paul still reminded about those that are homosexuals, about those that are magicians, among those that are wizards, that these people will never go into the kingdom of God. Then now coming to the book of Revelation, which is the last book of the scripture, the last chapter, chapter 22, verse 15 says, without are people like this. They mention those that are committing adultery. They mention those that are fornicators. They mention magicians. They mention wizards. That they will never go into the kingdom of God. Praise the living God. Amen. I want you to understand how we are defiling the temple of God. And what the scripture says is this: whosoever destroy this temple of God, that person shall God destroy. God has come to attack I and you, and we are commonizing it. When we are seeing so many misfortune, so many sorrows and lamentation, so many problems, today this sickness, tomorrow that failure, next tomorrow that ill-luck. Ask yourself, that temple of God in you, is it still holy? Or have you destroyed it and God departed from you? Praise the living God. Amen. To continue with our message, please, if you don't mind, turn with me to the book of 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 7. I'm reading from verse 1. 2 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 1, and it says, having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, let us clean ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit, perfecting holiness in the fear of the living God. Praise the living God. My message to you is this: for you to try all you could to clean yourself from anywhere that you have been dividing and destroying the temple of the God in you. For you to try to come out of those sinful ways, from those sins that you have been committing, from that your wizard, come out of it. From your witch's conduct, come out of it. From your magician, are you a magician? It is not glorifying the name of the living God. You are associating with the familiar spirits, which is from a different world, which God has condemned, that people like this shall be put to death. Even if you have died spiritually, if you can come out from those sins, God can awaken you again, and you will start living. According to the book of John chapter 5 and verse 25, he says, the hour is coming. Even the dead shall hear the voice of the living God, and they shall live again. Even if you have died in those areas of sin, if you are willing to come back to the living God, God is willing to awaken you from anywhere you have died spiritually. And he says, are you an adulterer? Face your husband. Let your husband be sufficient for you. Are you a woman? Face your husband. That thing that is attracting you outside, add those things on your husband, so that you will be satisfied with your husband. Are you a man? I'm ashamed with so many men. Children here, children there. Which one will you care for? Praise the living God. It is sin. Why not bring those ones that you are having before? Sometime ago, I advised a brother. He told me he wants to get married. I said, brother, I heard you are having a child in your country before. He said, yes. I said, please, kindly bring that woman and be with her so that God will bless you. And this stubborn child of God, he said he will jail me and he will call his American Abiboroja woman to come and finish me up. Praise the living God. And today he's suffering from what he has put himself into. The scripture says 1 man and 1 wife. Don't go here, you have 1 wife here, 1 wife there. It is a sin against the Most High God. Legalize one of that marriage. If I don't tell you the truth, the angels of God will hold me. But it's better I tell you the truth than be angry with me. I don't care about your anger. I care of the anger of the living God. What the scripture says is this: husbands, be loving to your wives. Realize that they are the weaker part of you. Take them in and take good care of them and take proper care of them for the blessings of God to come upon your life. The scripture did not say keep her at home or keep her in Africa and start looking for American woman. Praise the living God. Yeah. It is a sin. I want to use this opportunity and tell everybody the same. And I'm telling myself as well. If I should do it tomorrow and say I did one pastor a few years ago, he left his wife and went and married an American woman. When we confronted him, we said, Pastor, what you did is not ordered with what we see in the scripture. He said he's very sorry. He had not read that portion of scripture and he got married. Look at how we are deceiving ourselves. That part of scripture was blind to him. He couldn't see what God commanded. See, he leave his wife and go and marry another woman. But the truth is this: you can deceive man, you cannot deceive yourself. Up to today, he's still suffering it. Up to tomorrow, he keeps suffering it. So it is not advisable for you to chase away the spirit of the living God in your life. If you don't mind, let us continue and conclude this message with the book of Zechariah. The book of Zechariah chapter 14. I'm reading from verse 20. If you have your scripture, please come with me to the book of Zechariah. And he says, in that day, there shall be upon the bells of the horses holiness unto the Lord. Amen. Amen. And the balls in the Lord's house shall be like the balls before the altar. Amen. Amen. And the scripture says, through one of the most holy prophets of God, who we call Prophet Zechariah, and God was revealing to him how the house of God deserves to be. He says, even the bells on the horse that the Lord Most High God shall use, it shall be holiness unto the living God. The altar of God, the pulpit, shall be holy unto the living God. The drums of the living God, it shall be holy unto the living God. Everything that is in the house of God, it shall be holy unto the living God. Because our God is holy. And that heavenly King, whom we read from the book of Revelation, that the heavenly host, they surrounded him. And they said, 4 living creatures, we are among the most holy creatures of the Most High God in the heavenly places. They said they surround the throne of our Most High God. And they were worshiping God. And they said, before the throne of God, there are 24 elders. And these elders are full of holiness. If you understand what is elder, it is not what we are seeing today in churches. What we are seeing today in churches is not elders. But we are seeing crooks in the name of elders in the church of Christ. This is not what God is saying. But these elders are the most holy. They are the people that are giving us blessing on earth. As you are living on earth, and their hand is being stretched forth upon you, your life shall be transformed with blessings of the Most High God. And the scripture says, these elders are before the Most High God. And what they are shouting day and night is, holy, holy, holy unto our living God, who has made all things. Praise the living God. Then to you as a child of God, your speech, the way you talk, God is expecting it to be words of holiness. Your inward attitude What you think, your thought shall be of holiness. Your movement shall be movement of holiness. All your activities shall be attached to the holiness of the Most High God. Praise the living God. Amen. If you go to the book of Exodus, remember that when the children of Israel, when they want to approach the throne of the Most High God, in the book of Exodus chapter 19, and they said to Moses, Moses, we want to accompany you, we want to hear from this God. And what Moses instructed them is what God instructed them. He said, keep yourselves holy first. If you want to see this living God, wash your clothes. Don't come near to your wives. Mind you, he's not even talking of girlfriends, but he's talking of wives. Don't come near to your wives if you want to come and hear from God. And the children of Israel accepted. And they said they kept themselves holy for 3 days before going to that mountain of the Most High God, Mount Sinai. Praise the living God. And when they went there, the power of the Most High God starts shaking the whole mountain. And great thunder starts coming down, because our God is no man. When you are coming to worship God, I want to let you know why some of your prayers are not answered. Why should we pray for some people and there will be instant healing? There will be instant deliverance. And we pray for some people from year to year. God will not answer. Because some of us are not coming to this God with holiness. Mind you, the clothes you use in going to your club, you still use the same clothes to come here. Because our church is a small church. You jump throughout the whole altars. Even where God is sitting, you need to sit there as well. Because you are special. Without your nice club wears, without your underwears that have been stained, that you have not changed, and you think God will answer such prayers. Praise the living God. Amen. When you see some of our daughters and even ashamed of their dressing, they will bring out their breast. And we are looking on the breast of a child of God. And she said she needs prayer. Are you tempting the man of God or what? Are you sampling your praise to me? Or are you sampling your praise to the children of God? And some of the young brothers that are inexperienced, they will not concentrate on the word of God. Their eyes will be on the other side of those sisters to keep on kicking on their breast. Praise the living God. Amen. The atrocities and the abomination of this generation, amen, is what I'm telling you. Amen. It is not something funny, amen, but it's something of repentance. Yeah. When you see them on Facebook, you see the breast of a child of God. Once your breast is out, what is your respect as a woman? You as a woman, what is that respect you are having? Some married women will go and do that and come back and say, honey, that man is chasing me. That boy is chasing me. While you are the person who have invited them to come and chase you. Praise the living God. Amen. We are talking about holiness. There is no angel of God that will come and bless you while your breast is out. Try to keep it in order when you are coming to the house of God. Praise the living God. Amen. And our young brothers, alcoholism before the living God. There is no way the blessing will come. It is not holiness. And some of us, we keep wife here and we keep wife there. At the same time, it is an abomination. That is why the angels of God are not coming. That is why our prayers are not being answered. But finally, I would like you to understand that what the scripture says is this. In that book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 17. And what it says is this. That whosoever that defies the temple of the Most High God shall be destroyed as well by the Most High God. It's not man or woman. Praise the living God. Amen. May our Most High God help us. This is the conclusion of our message. May God help you as you are hearing to change and come back to the living God, so that the power of resurrection will come into you as a child of God. This we pray in the name of the Most High God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.